Hi everyone, I'm Steve Miser with Rutten River Pursuits Podcast. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about the Deeper Pro Smart Sonar. This is a really awesome tool for any fisherman to use. So this small ball here is a wireless portable sonar for any fisherman. One of the most amazing features of this is that it is Wi-Fi. So it has a 330-foot range and there is no internet connection required. So you could essentially be anywhere on the planet fishing, and this sonar will put out its own Wi-Fi signal that will automatically connect with your cell phone. There's no data required to use this. So this Deeper Pro system scans 15 times a second. You can run it for 5.5 hours continuously, and it will work up to 260 feet deep in both salt and fresh water. So this thing will scan 260 feet down in the water. The Deeper Pro model has a dual frequency, 15 degree and a 55 degree frequency modes. It also has 3 attachment points. The top point here is to use when you're on a boat or a kayak, where you attach the flex arm. The middle connection point is for still water like lakes or ponds, and the bottom connection point where we have it connected here is for moving water, streams or rivers.
This is the same type of fish finder that I remembered seeing in the Harbor Freight catalog. This box is quite amusing. It says, "Hi fish, now I know where you are." It's just, taunting the fish. Now they claim you can use this fish finder in a number of different ways. You can put it on a boat, obviously. You can attach it to a pole and stick it in the water. You can throw it out and use a float, or you can use it through the ice. So, this is what we get out of the box right here. We get this stuff. Take a look at what we got. We got this little thing right here. I believe it's for mounting to a boat. We get the actual fish finder itself right here. We get a little threaded bolt thing. And we get all of this stuff. I can pull it out. Let's tape down. And we get all this stuff. We get some cable right here, a little buoy, and the actual sonar device. The setup is pretty straightforward. You have a little connector right here. You just screw the handheld part of this device to the cable. It's got a little seal in there. Now, upon first inspection, this seems pretty straightforward. You have a little device right here with a screen. You've got buttons. You have a bunch of cable right here and a little float thing with a sonar device on it. This device is powered by AAA batteries. I put some in. Let's fire it up and see what it does. Makes a beeping noise, all right. And there you go, the fish finder is up and working. As you can see, we have some display information up here, such as how deep the water is, the battery level, that sort of stuff. And then over here we have a little scale to kind of show you where the fish are in the water column. And down below we have some different types of bottom structure. We have rocks and weeds, and depending on what this device thinks the structure is on the bottom, it will flash that. The screen also has a light. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you can see there better. So if you're using this in low light conditions, such as the dark, you are able to see what you're doing. All right, enough of me blathering. Let's take this thing out of the water and see what it's like to use. Now, the way I opted to test this thing out is to basically just take the buoy and chuck it out in the water and hold the device in my hand. Since I do a lot of fishing from the shore, this makes the most sense. And according to the box, this is an acceptable way to use this device. So that is how I tested it. As you can see, I'm marking a ton of fish down there. It's just beeping up a storm. I'm reading about 9 foot right out there. This looks promising. Let's get a jig on and see what we can do.
I'm out here with the eyebobber today, and I'm gonna catch some bruisers. Well, there's some fish rising on the surface in here. I know they're here. Here we are, we have the eyebobber, and we're in a spot where we can't use the boat's transducer to get in there. We're blocked off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this eyebobber to map out the bottom and figure out what kind of depth we're working with. The eyebobber sonar is good up to 135 feet, and it's got a fish mode as well as a raw mapping sonar feature. and it's all gonna show up straight on your smartphone. Fish under 15 inches get an orange tag, and fish over 15 inches get a green tag. This is the only mobile sonar that can do that. So another great feature of the iBobber is the waterbed mapping. This thing is gonna be able to be casted out 100 feet and map the entire bottom that's gonna come straight through to your smartphone. This is actually gonna show you the contour of the waterbed, all the nooks and crannies, and that's gonna let you know where those big fish are hiding. So I've used the iBobber to map out how deep it is, and I've switched over to a weight, and that's allowed me to, got him on. There he is, oh, nice one. Thanks to the iBobber, I was able to figure out how deep to put my bait,